Hello and welcome to your August yoga flow. This focus for the month will be on your neck and your shoulders, mobilizing those. So what you'll need for this flow is a bolster. A long foam roller will work, but this is a little less aggressive. Be a little less harsh on the system. So you want your seat on the edge, on the ground. You want to rest your back along the bolster with the back of your head supported. So you can take soles of the feet together to touch with the knees drop to either side to open the hips up more, or you can take the feet wide, let the knees knock together. And from here, eyes can be open or closed, wherever you're more comfortable. You're going to take your hands out to the side. And you're just going to get some snow angel type movement. So you're going to inhale as you bring the arms up overhead. Keeping the hands as close to the ground as you can without letting the ribs arch too much. And then exhale as you bring it down. Just cycling through this for about a minute. Inhaling on the way up, exhaling on the way down, just calming down the breath. From here, you're going to take the bolster out from underneath you. And you're going to perform eagle arm crunches. So to do that, you're going to cross your right leg over your left. So you're going to twist. From here, right arm is going to go under the left. Okay? Bring the palms of your hand as close together as you can. You're going to lift the elbows, pull the elbows away from the spine, thumb toward your forehead, and then you're going to inhale as you open up. Exhale as you crunch elbows to knees. So we're going to create some heat in the core as we split those shoulder blades apart, as we spread them apart by pushing the elbows forward. So you're going to get 5 crunches this way. Call that 5. And then you're going to switch the cross. So left will go under right. Left will go over right with the legs. And then you'll inhale as you get tall. Or long rather. Exhale as you crunch together. So again, the key pointers on alignment here are shoulders are going to come, or elbows are going to come in line with the head or the chin. Pull the shoulders out in front of you and press the palms together. Okay? 5 crunches there. Call that 5. You'll unwind, grab your leg, roll up. From here, come to tabletop pose. Knees right underneath the hips, wrists right underneath the shoulders. You're going to inhale one arm out. Exhale, send it through. Thread the needle. You're going to set your cheek down on the floor. And then if you want, you can even take this arm and open it up, twisting that chest toward the ceiling. Or you can use this hand to pivot the chest toward the ceiling, opening up that chest while we're stretching out this shoulder that's on the bottom. Hips stay straight up in the air. You're going to get 5 deep breaths on this side, and then 5 deep breaths on the other side. So you wing that arm out, send it through, ear on the floor, nice thoracic rotation. Again, you can take this arm and rock it behind you if you like. Once you have 5 breaths on each, you're going to come to your plank pose. Then lower down from your toes or your knees, down to your belly. Untuck the toes, hands by your side. You're going to take locust pose. So you're going to inhale as you lift the chest, hover the hands. Keep the shoulder blades pulled down and back. Try not to let the neck crane up, chin down. 5 breaths here. And then after 5 breaths, rest the feet, rest the cheek on the hands. Stay here for just a couple breaths as you rest, and then you'll repeat, same thing. 5 breaths here, reaching the heels toward the sky, hovering the hands. After 5 breaths, you'll cross the hands, rest the other cheek. Okay, so we're strengthening the glutes, strengthening the low back, and pulling those shoulders down and away from the ears. Next variation you're going to add is an interlace of the fingers behind the back. If they can't quite get there with their elbows straight, they can grab for opposite elbows as well. So this variation looks like this. You're going to inhale, lift, drive your fists back toward your heels. This is going to really open up the chest and the collarbones. Driving shoulders down and back. 5 breaths here, and then you'll rest your cheek on your hands. Repeat one last time, 5 breaths. Really using the glutes. Core is braced. And then I'm gonna rest here on the other cheek for a moment. Then while I'm down here, I'm gonna take my hands out to the side. Going to start with, doesn't matter, left or the right side. One arm stays straight out. The other arm comes into the chest. You're going to press with that arm up and over. It's like a version of scorpion stretch when we're really getting into the chest. So I'm using this arm to leverage and come back. So I'm really stretching the front, in this case, the front of my left shoulder, that chest. If people are really bendy, they can take the hips around even further, giving more stretch for that side, okay? So from here, you get 5 breaths, come back to center, switch sides, send that top leg over, press through this hand, 5 deep breaths here, again, really bendy, they can take the other leg up, come back to center, hands to the chest, tuck the toes under, you're gonna press up and back to downward facing dog. 5 breaths here, really keeping the space between your shoulders and your ears, and sending your chest between the shoulder blades. 5 deep breaths here, sending the tail high to the sky, bending the knees slightly if we need to. Good, and after 5 deep breaths, inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, step or walk those feet to the front of the mat. From here, we're gonna get a forward fold. So we'll inhale, lift up halfway, hands on the shins. You should be able to read the front of someone's t-shirt. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees slightly. You're gonna stay here for 5 deep breaths. Maybe rock side to side if that feels good for the low back. We just did a lot of arching in the low back. This will help release that. Good, after 5 deep breaths, hands out to the side. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach. Exhale, hands to your heart. Then one last pose. You're gonna take the feet wide. Couple poses actually. Feet are wide, toes pointed straight ahead. You want about 3 to 4 feet in between the legs. You're gonna inhale the arms out to the side. Exhale, bring them behind you. Interlace the fingers, straighten the elbows. Again, if we can't get there, we can reach for opposite elbows. And then we're gonna exhale and fold forward, sending the hands overhead. You can have a slight bend in the knee if we need to. Let the weight shift to the balls of the feet here. Let the crown of the head be heavy, coming down toward the floor. And then after 5 deep breaths, inhale, slowly rise up, release the hands. Final pose, it's called goddess pose. You don't have to tell all the guys that, but goddess pose. Bring the feet in a little bit closer, toe out a little bit slightly, hands on the thighs. You can come side to side, that feels really good on the quads. Then all you're gonna do is bend one elbow as you straighten the other. This is really gonna stretch out the chest and the shoulders. Spend 3 deep breaths here, and 3 deep breaths here. Repeat for 2 cycles. And once you're done with that, stand all the way up, feet together. That is the end of your August flow. Enjoy. Namaste.